Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today I'm going to share with you a card that I learned from, I'm hoping I'm going to say your name correctly, it's Galen Clarkson, and I absolutely fell in love with that card and I said I need to do a video. Perfect masculine card 3D. This will fit in a regular envelope when it's full, but you're going to need extra stamp, and a card that got so much to it, so beautiful. I would say put it in a padded envelope, but if you can put it in a regular envelope, it's just that you're going to have to put an extra stamp. And so the way that you're going to put it, you're going to fold that one first and then this one. Then you're going to take another piece of cardstock, because you see all the little extra bits and pieces. You want to make sure that it won't get pushed when you slide it in your regular card. So when I say regular card, some of you know it go by the name A2. When it's closed down, it is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So you want to make sure to push it all in. And like I said, it's very thick, but it still fit in the regular envelope. You will need those non-mechanical stamp set. You don't want it to go in the machine. And it say that on the stamp set. I'm going to share one right here. Non-machinable surcharge. So you're going to need one of them for sure. So let's remove that, but seriously, I think I would put it in a padded envelope just because. Here we go. How fun it is. It's a little bit like the bridge card, but extra bottom, top, extra score. First thing, we're going to do our panel with the Lovely as a 3. I am starting, it's going to be a bit too long, but you're going to see why I'm starting that way. This measure 11 long by 5 3/8. Now your top and the bottom, it is 1.5 and 1.5, the main one. And again, all measurement will be on my blog. Just click below. So I'm just putting that here to give me a guideline on where to stamp my trees. So now I'm going to stamp that with Memento ink. And I'm using Lovely as a 3. That stamp set, it's still in full use in my craft room, even if it's my oldest one. Then I see it's about there. I can remove this, and then I'm going to stamp and up. Now we're going to go all around, all the length, stamp and up. And you see I shift a bit because it's not all the same one, right? And the reason why you want a lighter at the top, and here I won't go there because it won't be the same, the part there is going to be darker, so on. So I'm just going to stamp off there, come right here, voila. The reason why it looked like it's going to go deeper in the wood, that's why. So now that I got that stamp, I'm going to use my foam brayer to do a little bit of coloring, and then I'm going to come with my sponge. And I think that I had used Bermuda Bay on the other one because that's coastal, but this one I'm just going to use Balmy Blue. So I'm just going to go at the bottom here, just add water. You won't see this much, but right here you see it in this big hole, so that's why. I mean, that's the way it's built. Here we go. So that's it. Oh, and while we got that, we might as well do the sky at the top. And again, you won't see much of the sky. And if you look at the other one, I put a little bit of calypso, like for the sunrise. This time I decide to leave it just in the blue and the green. And I think my skyline can go a little bit below here. So very simple for my bag there. Now I'm going to come with not all olive, Pierre Pizzazz. And this one, because I just need a little bit, I'm going to use my sponge. I can always use my, you know what, let's use my brayer first. And just let's go right here. And then we're going to add more. It go faster with my brayer than going with the sponge. So when you use the brayer, you see I go, let me move this here. I just like you roll a Hot Wheel, you know, roll. Because if you go just this way, you're just going to have ink there. So you want to keep on rolling. And then add. Here we go. So that we're going to leave maybe a little bit more below there. I want to have a bit of brown too. Here we go. Now we're going to leave that there. I'm going to come with crumb cake, and we're going to put a little bit of dirt there where the grass and the river meet together. I'm going to dab that there, and I'm just going to add a bit there. Here we go. So I didn't fuss a lot on my background. Now you can come back with your green if you want. And then what I done, it's not a must, but I'm going to share what I done. On the side there, and where you see was the grass under the trees, just add a little bit. And then I squeeze my sponge, and I did a little bit darker on top of the trees. Here we go. And then you can fuss and fuss as much as you want with the background, but I'm going to be honest with you, the background really is just the background, because really we're going to pay attention to those lovely fish. Now I'm going to take a little bit more blue to smooth this up a little bit. And then we're going to cut. So you want to stamp everything and then cut. It's a lot easier than trying to do bits by piece. And it would, first of all, the scenery wouldn't match. And second, oops, it would be harder to do bit by bit. Now we're going to take this, we're going to bring our paper cutter here, and then we're going to cut. So, and to cut, we're going to go at 1 5/8. So that's 4 5/8. You could do, let me measure twice. Yes, 1 5/8. You could always go at 1 1/2, but I try 1 1/2 and see I got too much of a big border when I went the exact, like the quarter or half, 3/4. So that's why I'm going with the 8 measurement. So that's 4 5/8. 5/8 is between the 3/4 and the half. So we're going to do 2 of them. Just make sure this is straight. We're going to do 1 and then 2 at 5/8. And okay, so you get 2 at 5/8. We're going to keep them in order. Then the next one, it's at 3 7/8. So 3, that's 4 5 6 7 7 8, just before the 4. And again, 2 more at 1 5/8. And then you're going to see we get a little piece left. I could have cut just right, but I thought it's easier to cut this way. This we can put it in the back, because in the back, that's where you're going to put your greeting. So what I'm going to do in the back, it's at 1 sheet of paper. Really, it should be, instead of 4, I'm going to put at 3 3/4. I'm going to put that in the back, so that's where my greeting's going to be, and I can put that right here for my greeting, so you can write whatever you want there. I will have those measurements there too. Okay, that is done. Now you're going to take a piece of, the other one, it's Coastal Cabana, like I said. She had done in the black. Now I'm going to do in Night of Navy. So bring your, I lost my, here it is. Okay, so this measure 11 by 5 1/2. 11 by 5 1/2. And then we're gonna score that at 1 3/4. We're gonna score at 3 1/2. 7.5, and then 9 1/4. Again, I will say, to see all measurement, visit my blog. Now we're going to glue this together. So I'm going to start with right my center because it's easy. I would say use Tombow glue for this because it's just a very tiny little border. So Tombow glue would help a lot. I'm just using fast fuse because it's super fast. Now this was there. See, all this match, and this should match. It's not the one. That's the one. See, I had mixed them. So you want to make sure you keep them in order. So now we're gonna mount this over here. Now I have to go on top of the camera there. You know what? Let's do this one first. That's going to be a lot easier if we do it. So then I can see my length there. So you see now I just got a tiny little border in between each score, so that really it brings together the scenery much better together. Here we go. Now this one, it's just a beautiful card, and I can see many other scenery to put in that. Oh my, oh my. The Let It Ride would be a good one with the horses running loose there. So be on the lookout. I will have more of this. I just absolutely love it. So now I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to fold this here. This one going to go this way. So now I got my panel. Fold this down. Fold this here. I like to open it up when. That is very important that you reinforce all score. So now you see you get just like a gated fold, right? Now the top and the bottom, it's the same size. So your panel here, the blue one, this is going to be 11 by, oops, I'm sorry. This is going to be 11 by 1.5. Your white piece, this is white, that go at the top, measure 10 7/8 by 1 3/8. Now, this one for the background, so the water and the birds are from high tide. So I use this stamp set and the birds. So, and this I just stamped randomly and with Night and Navy, sponge with balmy blue. And the top I did just like I shared with you with the sponge brayer, and add a little bit. And then stamp my birds with Memento ink. Now we're going to take this, and again I recommend Tombow glue, just because if you're not straight right away, you get the chance to move. When we put that on the card, we're going to use the Tombow, absolutely. Oops, move that back here. Now you just got a tiny little border there, so I have to be super careful. We're going to smack that here. Now let's score that. And the top and the bottom, it's scored the same way, okay? It's just one going to be flipped one way, one's going to be flipped the other way. That's it. So we're going to score this at, oops, wrong paper here. We're going to score at 1 3/4. 1 3/4. We're going to score at 3.5, 5 1/4, and then 7. Now, because it's 2 pieces of paper thickness, turn it around and do it on the other side too. That's going to help a lot, because this is very important to fold that very snug. Now we're going to remove this. Now we're going to fold this. So the bottom, this going to stay in the front, this going to go in the back, this going to go here, and then here. So this is how the shape it's going to go. See, it's the same shape here, just reverse. Oh, it's another score here. See, it's just reverse. That's it. Now let's reinforce this. And if you score it on the wrong way, just flip it. It's no biggie, my friend. But you really need to reinforce all your score line. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're ready to assemble. Let me bring my glue over here. Now, I like to do the bottom first. It don't matter. Bottom, top, doesn't matter. It both need to be done. So this one, the bottom, this, and this need to be glued. So those 3 pieces here. We're going to glue this. And what I mean by we're going to glue this, we're going to add tumble. And this one, I wouldn't dare doing fast fuse. Absolutely not. Or tearing tape and so on. Oh. Now what I'm going to do is lift this up here. Put that straight down. Straight. So I know it touched the ground or touched the table. And then mount this. Press this. You want to make sure it's got a good snug to it. Oh, don't know what I had on my finger. And here we go. Now, this part here, it's tender loving care, okay? Very pay attention. We can only have glue on this part. So I'm just going to put right at the edge here a little bit like that. Now I'm going to come here and put right at the bottom and here. And I'm guessing there, so don't go too high. Now I'm going to take this, put this straight, and we're going to just make sure it's right at the edge. So you see, now with my tumble, I was not right at the edge. I was able to push it. Et voila. Now we're going to do the same thing at the top, but the top, like I said, it's reversed. The long piece go at the other end. Here also, you want the first 3 pieces, but this time the first 3 pieces going to go on the left, not on the right. And we're going to put that right. Oops, something seemed not right here. And I did something not right, but I'm going to fix it. 1 second. I scored wrong, but for the video, I'm going to make it work. So, the first score was at 1 3/4, and I did 1 1/2. So, you see how important it is? Okay, I hope I can remember to wash this. Okay. Here we go. We're going to try to make it work. So I had 1 score wrong, and you see it didn't work out. Now we're going to put that back here. And here where the line there, don't worry. We're going to make that, oops, you want to make sure my glue dry a bit there. You're going to say, well, you got that big line, Frenchie. Well, don't worry. See what we're going to do? We're going to take this, take our bone folder, and smooth that up a bit. And I can put a greeting on top of it with another piece of cardstock. That's it. So now again, we're going to put that here. If I wouldn't been doing a video, I would have redone my piece there just because it didn't match really. But because of the video, I'm on a mission. And we're going to put that right here. And it's funny, that's the piece I scored before. Okay, now let's make sure this is all glued correctly. Let's make sure it's close to. Here we go. I'm just going to put a circle here or something with a greeting. Here we go. Now we got that. I pre-cut and pre-stamped the fish. And okay, so the fisherman, that's its stamp and die cut with the matching best sketch there. It's the set. The stamp, it's the same thing. I mean, the big fish. The cattail, that it's no stamp for that. So I cut it out with crumb cake, sponge, and all olive, and then I just colored the tip with my blends in the brown. And then my fisherman, I just did a bit of blending there. I mean, not blending, coloring. Now this piece here measure 2 inch long, if I remember correctly. Yes, 2 inch long, and you score at 1.5 or ½ inch, whatever. You need a ½ inch score, and this measure about ½ inch. Now this piece here, see this, gonna go inside. So first thing you want to do is take your cattail with glue dots. Oops. So I'm gonna put my cattail with glue dots in the back there, and I'm going to put that right here. And you want to put it more this way. And why did I use the Bermuda bait was the other one. I think it looked like colors, so we're okay. Now you can take a tumble with this, or you can use glue dots, whatever you prefer. Now you're going to come inside and you're going to glue that here. And I look under there. Here we go. Then I can, here we go. Now we can add our fish back there. So I'm going to add on the tail a glue dot. And see if I need one more. That it's jumping in the water. And I got sticky there. So if that happened, my glue dot, it's sticky right at the top. Take your embossing powder, embossing buddy, I mean, tap there. It's going to remove the stickiness. Now I'm going to take my fisherman, and I didn't put it on dimensional, and I thought to put it on dimensional, and I thought it's like coming out of the water, so I'm using 3 glue dots just so it's a little bit thicker there. And I'm going to put my fisherman right here. Go get that big papa. And now this little one, again, it's in crumb cake. The other one I did in yellow. I think crumb cake is better. I put the big one there. It's just, see, it have to go like it's swimming up, because if not, when you fold it, it's going to bend his face down. So I'm going to use glue dots and make sure, see, when you fold it, and then I'm going to use one of the little ones. So we are done. So again, to see all the measurement, he's swimming away, visit my blog at FrenchieStamps.com. You get the direct link below. Also, I will have the measurement and all the supplies list. I use the eye tie, I use Lovely as a tree, and the best sketch for the fish. And voila, my friend. How cute is that? Thank you, Miss Clarkson. I absolutely love this card. It's screaming our house for sure. So that is it. Enjoy your day stamping. And again, thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye for now.